This is Lansdowne ROAR, the voice of the fans, and this is the Lansdowne ROAR End of Season Awards. David Dunn here, joined by Mark Prendergast and Conor McAvoy. And at a time of celebration, lads, the end of the season is nigh. Summer is just around the corner, and we're here to discuss our Player of the Year, Young Player of the Year, Academy Player of the Year, Manager, Coach of the Year, not Manager, we can't say Manager, and Goal of the Year or Season, one of the. I'll probably butcher that anyway, but it is the Lansdowne ROAR Awards. Our first, well, it's our second awards, but it's our first ROAR one. But anyway, you're more than welcome here on YouTube and, of course, over on lansdowneroar.ie, wherever you get your audio podcast from, Spotify, Apple, that kind of thing. But you should be really watching us here on YouTube, because if not, you're not watching it, you won't see my snazzy tuxedo. I'm glad to see the two lads have dressed up for it. Anyway,
I'm repping my uniform. Kiss the badge.
There he is, Declan.
Under 21s, it doesn't. Under 21s, it doesn't count.
Where's yours, Martin? What's that? What are you wearing?
Adidas.
England jersey. Is that old Umbro England jersey?
Yeah, can't see. Anyway, so it is the Lansdowne ROAR Awards, the first of many, we hope. And yes, of course, we will have our own winner, what we choose, and then we'll have a discussion afterwards if we differ why I'm right. And then, of course, you, the fans, the ROAR faithful, and of course, this is the most interactive Irish football podcast out there. We've given you a chance to vote on who you think should be the winner of our prestigious awards throughout the night. Well, the next 25 minutes or so. Bit of housekeeping, of course, before we get started. If you haven't already, do subscribe to the YouTube. I'm not messing. I'm not messing around anymore, lads. Subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Do you know what'll happen, Dave, if people don't subscribe?
You tell them, Connor.
I'll show you this. Martin disappears. He goes.
Yet again, I don't see how that's going to attract subscribers. No, actually, no, that will.
Yeah,
no, actually
will. And all that stuff with our English podcast host.
No, I'll tell you what. If we get more subscribers, we'll kick Martin off the pod.
Great, yeah.
Listen, just because you're dressed like a doorman, a bouncer tonight, look at you. Look at you. What are you drinking now? You're Guinness Zero as well.
Zero, yes. No, this is a time of celebration.
All out to celebrate.
This is, we have splashed out. We've gone the full hawk. We got fantastic graphics-ish. I should have done a different background, but there you go. Yes, we've got wonderful effects. We've got wonderful music that, as we know, brought in the show. And I had a good day today, lads. I was over at the Ibis.
Here we go. Pick it off the floor. Ready?
I just want to say congratulations to the lads. You two, first ever Irish band to win the Fellowship Award. That is a big deal, and I was there for it.
Is this announced? Was it? Is this, or are you breaking? This is the proper awards. You've announced this. Is it a spoiler?
No, that wasn't the Ibis. Yeah, it happened, Martin.
Was it live? Is it live?
I don't care. I didn't sign an NDA. No, so I'm very happy with the boys over there. Got to meet Bruce Springsteen and Ed Sheeran.
Do you want a medal?
Yes. But no, it's a bit of that. And
so you met the Ipswich Town owner, co-owner.
Yeah, actually, yeah, I never thought of that.
Yeah,
your man was announced it.
You tell him to let the Irish lads go.
Yes, if you care for them, if you love them, let them go. Anyway, and of course, we do have a few things coming up as well, other than this magnificent award ceremony that we really splashed out on. We will have our final live of the season. Martin, you're away, aren't you? So it's probably going to be Sunday. Connor, you, me, Sunday. Yeah. If we're not going to Wembley. Are we going to Wembley, Connor? Sunday?
No, probably not. Probably just sitting at home watching football at home and then getting ready to do my big live show with Mr. David Dunn.
Absolutely. Kleenex at the ready. For which one? You decide, Connor. It's all right. It's midnight as at the time of recording. It's been a long old day for all of us, really. Yes, and then of course we will have the international window around the corner. Connor and I suppose, Martin, you'll be going to Dublin as well, will you?
I might be going to Dublin.
He's going to Luxembourg anyway.
He's going to Luxembourg.
Yeah.
We'll be live from the ground. We're going to have loads of stuff. International window, lads. Where else are you going to? Do you want to be? What other podcast? What other page do you want to be on for the international window? I'm sorry, but we go to the games. We're live from the ground. You get to have your say. We're class. Come on, you love it. Anyway, right? Should we get into it, lads? The first award ceremony. I haven't got a fucking clue what I'm doing here. Like the standard episode ready. So, player of the year. All right. And before yes, that's right. Before we do it, hold on. Oh yes. Do we hear that? Do you hear that, lads?
Yeah.
It's like a spaceship coming in.
Could be. That's actually gone all mad. I think I've actually played the wrong part of that. But anyway, let's have a look at the player of the year nominations. Graphics. The ball spinning.
Golden balls.
Yeah. Nathan Collins, of course, at Brentford. From there, Connor's favourite. Troy Parrott of AZ Alkmaar. Finn Azaz, Connor's special pal. And of course, Adamida over at Celtic. Oh. Who is the winner?
What are we doing? Fans, player of the year first, is it? Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
So voted for online, wasn't it? We did the vote?
Yes.
On Lansdowne ROAR Twitter, thank you everyone voted. And on Tracker Instagram stories, there was quite a few votes. A lot more votes than I thought, to be honest. And thanks everyone who voted. Because I know Martin definitely didn't vote. Him on the podcast didn't have any voting, I'd say. Probably forgot there even was a vote.
Can we tell him who won the fucking thing? Jesus,
yeah,
go on, off on a rant there. Fucking hell. So the fans, you voted for... Nathan Collins.
Real boss.
And Martin, we go Martin first. You voted for...
Nathan Collins.
Nathan
Collins.
The Commander-in-Chief.
And Connor, you went for... Nathan Collins.
Oh, I wonder who Dave's going to go for.
Do you know what, actually? Who did Dave go for? No. Dave went for... Troy Parrott. That's right. Top goal scorer.
I don't know about that.
I bloody well do. Right, let's sort of shit off.
Go on, tell us why you went for Troy Parrott and not Nathan Collins.
Goal machine. Too obvious. Nathan Collins, too obvious.
You could have went for Adamida if it was goal machine.
Calm down, little Tasmanian devil over there. Jesus Christ. Cool the Jets, wouldn't you?
Go on.
Cool the Jets. I've got my tuxedo on. Martin's got a 3 lines top on. Just calm the fuck down. Troy Parrott, goal machine for AZ Alkmaar. I'm a big fan of Troy Parrott, even though you turned around and said to Kieran, the media officer, you want to hear that, Martin, did I ever tell you this, right? We're in Bulgaria. Connor, anytime there's a bus there, let's get Dave, throw him under the bus. And he turns around to Kieran and goes, Dave doesn't like Troy Parrott. He's got a thing against him.
Isn't it? Am I wrong, Martin? He's just voting. He's just trying to be different. He's just trying because it's so obvious Nathan Collins has been our best Irish player this season. The most consistent week in, week out in the Premier League. Didn't have a single bad game. Man of the match. I think every time he played in Sky Sports, it was given to him. The only outfielder in the Premier League to play every minute of every game. So you can stick that in your pipe and smoke it, Dave, over there. I don't think you've watched AZ Alkmaar once this season. Go on. Who did you watch them play against?
How dare you?
How
dare you?
Martin, he's called out. He's called out.
Yes, yeah.
Absolutely. I'm not even going to dignify that with a response.
In fairness, it's not a bad show. Troy Parrott has had some season, but I think it's a bit delusional not to say. Nathan Collins is the best.
From what I've seen of him in an Ireland shirt, Troy Parrott warrants it. Well done, Troy. You are
You've been saying how light and slight he is.
Yeah, he's lightweight.
And all this
against
stuff.
Finland. When he came on against Finland.
Yeah, he moaned about him all the time. I felt really sorry for him, actually. Let's not forget, not too long ago, he wasn't given a single minute on international duty with Ireland. But he's done really well since, and fantastic to get the move over to the Netherlands and done really well. Not denying that, but Nathan Collins, Commander in Chief. Good to have a good, strong Collins name again as a leader of Ireland. If that's not too nationalist, and
That is, yeah, Jesus.
You're trying too hard to be Irish here now, Martin. Come on.
But no, what I would say is, my only thing that I would say negative about him is when he come over to us at Wembley and started like apologising for the performance there, because there was a lot of other factors that night. We don't need our captain to ever do that. But yeah, fair play. Congratulations to him. He's got my award. And when Nathan Collins watches this, he will know that I have given him that award.
Well, what do you think? Tell us in the comments below, Nathan. That's what you think, Nathan. Okay.
And he doesn't live too far away from me in London, so yeah, just stalker alert.
I'm gonna shag him yet.
Anyway, moving on. Hold on, music. Where are we? Hopefully, it's the right part. Yes, there we go. Pomp and circumstance. It's the ROAR Awards. That's what we should have called it, lads. ROAR Awards. Fucking missed a trick there. Anyway, right. Young Player of the Year nominees. Josh Keeley.
Well spelled.
Fuck off. Rocco Vata.
Who does Rocco Vata?
Look, I see him guilty.
Mac is spelled wrong on that as well.
Oh God, Killian Phillips have a spell. Yeah. You never guess that I was rushing these graphics. I was at the Ivers, lads. What you want me to do? Sorry. Sorry, lads, if you're watching. Anyway, let's have a look who... Well, actually, we all...
No, we didn't. This fans.
Oh, this is
Josh
me?
Keeley.
Josh Keeley?
Fans Young Player of the Year. Hopefully there's an extra E in his name the next time he wins an award from an Irish perspective. But no, I think
it was the fans Player of the Year.
That was the Fans Player of the Year. And we can break some breaking news. Give us Martin, Dave, and Connor's our Young Player of the Year.
It's not Keeley.
He's trying to correct it.
You're supposed to play it again.
I'm not. No, not playing it again. It's all Keeley.
Oh.
We all vote Keeley.
It's all Keeley.
Oh, Keeley.
Why have you given it to Josh Keeley then, Connor?
Well, he just ran away with it. Just the best player in the world, isn't he? Best keeper I've ever seen. Scores goals, saves goals, saves penalties, taking Leighton Orient from the relegation zone to Sunday. So I just think, and first Ireland call up, I think that actually, when you think of it, quite a few players in the running for that. You could say Troy Parrott could be considered still a young player to see age as Garcia McNulty. But I think when he's in a different category to himself, really, when you're nominated for Player of the Year. But no, there's quite a few, like lads like Abankwah weren't even nominated. But I think we all unanimously said, and the people online unanimously said as well, Twitter and Instagram, that Josh Keeley was the Young Player of the Year. And looking forward to give him his big cash prize for winning our beautiful award, Martin.
Yeah. £5 buck voucher.
Yeah. And he lives only down the road from you as well, Martin, so that's another one for you to celebrate.
Yeah. Yes, we all voted for Josh Keeley. I wasn't playing that game, Connor. Quite, as you can tell, we've rushed through the graphics here. Bit of a late one, but there you go. Well done, Josh. That, I mean, even if you do go into the championship, or I mean, you're going to be in the Premier League anyway. That's the one that matters, isn't it? The ROAR Young Player of the Year. Right. Not much unanimous across the board there, but no, he's had a fantastic season. I do feel sorry for McNulty as well. Probably should have got into, I think he should have gotten to the Ireland squad, but
yeah. Like Collins played every single minute of every game in the Eredivisie.
Huh?
He played every single minute of every single game in the Eredivisie, so which is quite impressive.
Yeah, mad. Right. What's the next one? Academy Player of the Year, is it? Hold on.
Yeah.
Get this fucking music. It's so cumbersome here.
It's just so professional. Who was hosting the Velo Awards then? Not you.
It's a load of different.
I'm just going to play some more fucking music here.
I tell you what, the amount of swearing at the Ivers, holy shit! Oh yeah, yeah.
Damo and Ivor, was it?
What?
Damo and Ivor. you ever watch Demo and Ivor back in the day?
Yeah,
Great
no,
show.
but I
Great
know
show.
of it.
Great show.
Was Rick Mail in that? Rick Mail was in that,
Jesus.
wasn't he? He was in an RT program, wasn't he? Rick Mail. You appeared in it. Was it Rick Mail?
Don't know.
No, I can't tell you. I can't tell you what. I'll tell you off air.
All right.
No, what Ed Sheeran said in his speech, because he was the one that presented the award to U2 for the fellowship, but I can't say the word that he uses. I'll say it. I won't say the word, but I'll tell you. But he goes, it's amazing when these four become as big as they are, and they have become a bunch of C words. I was like, it's what? It was just full of that. It was so like the amount of music that's out today that's just effing and jet name of songs. I don't really like that. I don't really like swearing in music.
That's a good Academy Player of the Year, I must say.
Well, we are talking about the Ipswich Town owner, so
exactly, it's football related, right? It's got some music. Right, next one, Academy players. Otherwise, Connor's gonna have a strop. Where is it? Fucking man, the video. Academy Player of the Year nominees. God. Although Connor, you were supposed to proofread these, so if anything's wrong. Kean McMahon, Brown. Look at him there. Trent Coney, Doherty. Or Doherty, as Martin says. Ike Arazzi. Look at him there. And Jaden Uma. Benfica.
Well,
they are
all right.
Yeah, I know. I was quite relieved. Right, so let's have a look at who I went for. No,
well,
who fans went for. Here we go. No, because of the way you've done this. Never mind. So Jaden Uma, he is the fans' Academy Player of the Year. Congratulations, Jaden. My and Martin's Trent Coney Doherty for Liverpool. Look at him there. Isn't he lovely? He is our Academy Player of the Year. And then, of course, Connor just had to be fucking awkward. Went with Kean McMahon Brown of Burnley. So congratulations to you, Kean. You are Connor's selection.
Yep.
I feel like
am I wrong?
Wooden spoon or a bit of a booby prize there.
So, well, just to play a bit of devil's advocate in here. So tell us a bit about some of them players, please, Connor, because I'll be honest, a couple of them I don't know.
And, can you? I will tell you once you tell me why you voted for Trent Coney Doherty.
Because answer the question, Connor.
Because probably out of all of them, he's the one probably heard the name of, to be honest. And I know that he played for Liverpool this year, didn't he? So I'd say for many of our Roar faithful listening as well, their knowledge won't be as in depth as you, Connor. They're not running a top Twitter account, are they? Rep Tracker himself.
Oh, get your tongue out of his arse.
Just because I call Martin. You don't want me to call you out even more. You just want to be nice.
Oh, that is just pathetic. You could have gone for it. Gone for the fucking jugular.
I think but he played Conor Doherty though. He came. Did he make his debut against
Plymouth? Yeah.
Plymouth. Yeah, in that when Liverpool won, we're going to win the quarter and all that stuff. Yeah.
The thing is, Conor Doherty did have an excellent season. In fairness, he was absolutely brilliant for Liverpool in the Youth League and at under 21s level. He was probably Liverpool's best player, you'd say, this season for them, and he's been training a lot with the first team as of late. He was meant to get his first Ireland under 21 call up for next month, well, in about a week's time, and unfortunately had to pull out for a knock that he's carrying. So hopefully, I think he's one that we will probably see feature heavily for Liverpool this pre-season. I think he's gonna get a big chance in pre-season to impress, and then where he goes on loan after that, or even gets a chance at Liverpool, but breaking into a first team at Liverpool with the talent they have out wide and stuff, and especially he mainly plays on the right, and that's where a certain Mo Salah plays. So I don't know, but he can play either side, and he'll be a big asset to the 21s this campaign. Yeah,
Liverpool. And, to be fair to Liverpool, like you guys are talking off air about United and I'm not trying to rub the salt into the wounds, losing to Tottenham in a European Cup final. I wouldn't do that. But United is in such a state where Liverpool is very well run. They actually do give their academy players a chance. You know, you see Conor Bradley now coming through. He might maybe a bit too soon for him to replace Alexander-Arnold, but he will. He will be the future right back at Liverpool. So he's got every chance if he's good enough.
Yeah, I think it'll probably. I think he'll probably loan next season just because of depth. Liverpool do have quite good depth out wide, and then obviously I voted for Keane McMahon-Brown because what he's done this season has actually been quite remarkable. 34 goals, 18 assists, and this isn't from a number 9. He played a good bit, in fairness, as like a false number 9, but he mainly would be playing in midfield. He played midfield for the Ireland under-17s that qualified for the Euros as well, on top of the World Cup, and played a huge part in that. And he's kind of gone to another level this year. You'd probably say he's by far the standout player in Burnley's academy, an academy that has been written off really over the last 5-10 years. I see they're now gone to a Cat 1 academy, and players like that is why, because he's their best player in the academy. 34 goals and 18 assists for an academy player. Even like you'd say, oh yeah, it's only underage, but once you get to under 18s on, that's when you see the real talent bloom, and people are going to start scoring goals like that every season. And he looks like a real talent. I know he's quite young. He's still a couple of years younger than Trent, and I don't know if he'll get a chance in pre-season or not, but I guarantee he's one that's completely on the radar, and they see the future first teamer, and he's tore it up. And then obviously another two. I think everyone knows how much I rate Jade Numa. I think everyone knows that I think he could be a superstar in football. I think he could be Ireland's real next big thing. He was the only player born in 2008 to feature for their UEFA Youth League side this season, and that's an academy that they're not just like England would have under 18s or 21s. Benfica have a under 18s, or I think they go under 19s, under 17s, under 23s, and then Benfica B, which Benfica B play in the second tier in Portugal. So it's a high standard, and that's what usually in the youth league they have Benfica B players playing, and he stepped up and played for them this season, which shows how highly they think of him. He was absolutely brilliant at Cork when he was playing a 15-year-old coming on. I don't think I've ever seen something like it. He was tearing lads apart, and I think what he done for the under 17s this year, qualifying them for the World Cup, scoring goal after goal, and just give him the ball sort of player, and he make things happen. And unbelievable on the left, unbelievable on the right, can play up front, and then obviously scored 7 goals on the way of Benfica's under 19s winning the Portuguese, I think they call it, I don't know, it's like a national cup where they play every single team a couple of times, and they won that. And I seen a good point made by Benfica's fan earlier this season that he got moved up from the 17s to the 19s, and he was he's the only player that's happened to this season at all. No other players got moved up in ages, and it's something like that is quite very unique to happen. It doesn't really happen. And then obviously Ike Razi as well made his debut for Stade Reims this season. I'm going on here, but Martin,
very interesting. It's very interesting.
And then obviously Ike Razi at Stade Reims has made his Ligue 1 debut this year. Has played in the cup this year. Was on the bench for them at the time last night from when we recorded on the relegation playoff for them. I think he's an absolutely exceptional player. I know he was very, very close to making the 21 squad. He's still eligible for the 19s last season. And if you haven't seen his cameo against his 20-minute cameo for the 19s against Germany, what was it, in March, you'd be amazed how good he is. He's absolutely brilliant player, technically so good. He broke on the scene obviously with that under 17 squad when you'd say himself and Mason Melia were the two real standouts when they got to the Euro quarterfinal, and he's just kicked on ever since. Gone to France, a very difficult place for a young winger to go because there's a lot of top young wingers playing in France, and I think he's on the verge of becoming a first teamer. I remember, Dave, if you remember, you probably don't, we recorded a video at the start of this year doing 5 Irish players that would make their senior debut this year, and I had him in as a bold shout as number 5 because I think once he gets into playing regularly in first team football, I think he will really, really tear it up, and he'll probably be playing week in, week out League One. And I think the fact that they're in a relegation battle is the only reason I think why it stopped him from playing more for the first team, because obviously you go with experience and you're kind of defensively trying to be more solid and giving a young lad a chance. But I think he's one that's going to break onto everyone's radar in the next, before probably pre-season, and we could see a real superstar on our hands as well. That's
Dave. That's where you'd be putting the music in now on a live show, Dave. Off the speech. No, well done, Connor. Thank you for the insight, because as an older, wiser man on the pod, sometimes I need to know about these young whippersnappers coming through. So,
do you ever give you the?
I'm not even going fucking near that. Hopefully you're still with us at home, listening to us. Sorry, Connor. Martin, watch any good movies lately? Or
No, that's what it's about. Bringing the.
Can you tell me about
knowledge
5X Ireland players back before I was born?
I could.
No, I'm not asking you. You're not Martin. You're not welcome here.
You didn't say Martin. You just
No, I
said
said
it.
Martin.
You
No, I
just
said Martin.
well, you said it so quickly. I didn't understand what you said. I thought it was just your fucking Monaghan growl.
Bit of racism here, sir.
Racism.
How's it? We're all Irish, Connor. With an asterisk next to the two of you.
Says what? Says you. With your nice passport.
Excuse me, I was just supporting our, our greatest export ever, bar me and Guinness. You two supporting the lads, Irish band. So shut up.
He's so Irish that he moved away, isn't he, Brandy?
Yeah,
I'm spreading the Irishness all around the place, literally.
Jesus.
No. Moving on. Next one. Hold on. Have to reset the music thing. Fucking. You have to. You actually do have to. You actually have to on the. I'm not doing a post production. I'm doing the music and the intro post. I'm not doing this shit. Right.
Don't chat the illusion.
Magic. Manager, coach of the year nomination. Here we go. Look at that beautiful graphics. I haven't centered the fucking thing, am I? Anna Sheehan. There he is there. I didn't put in who he manages. Dean Brennan. Angry Man. Noel Hunt. Robbed of a goal, in my opinion, for the boys in green. And I wasn't born then. And Jim Goodwin. They are the nominations for the coach of the year. And here's what we've gone with. What have we gone with? The fans, Connor, they went with. Here's what the fans have gone with. Voting over on Twitter and Instagram. Anna Sheehan. There you go. Then we're going to go what I went with. Oh, wrong one. I hope. Jim Goodwin. Yes, he's the one I went with. Look at him there. Lovely hair. And then who did? Oh yeah, you both went for. And then of course Martin and Connor went for. Because they're an awkward pair of pricks. I had to make me do another graphic. Dean Brennan, the man who likes character in his team. There you go, chaps. Well, let's tear this apart a little bit. So, Jim Goodwin, obviously, I mean that's a clear winner because I picked him. He's done a fantastic job at Dundee. Why have you lads gone for Brennan? Because he gives great post-match reviews.
Martin, do I need an answer? Or I'll let you work with your magic.
I know. All I know about him is that he's done a great job with Barnet and a local team to me. So, kind of seeing them in the local press and things like that, done very, very well. Record points this year, isn't it? I think over 100 points or 102
points.
102 because Connor said off air.
Did he say it off air? I don't know. I don't really listen to Connor when he's talking off air. I prefer the other stuff he goes on about. It wasn't one of the million voice notes sent, was it? About the 102 points? I don't know. But no, that's all I know about him. And a few friends of mine support Barnet and said that how engaging he is with the fans and the players and things like that. So yeah, fantastic achievement for him. I'll give a little honorary mention to someone not nominated, Kevin Marr, I think it is, at Southend. I think they've made a playoff as well, and he had his testimonial last week. John O'Shea played in that. Stephen Hunt played in it as well. Down at Southend, a bit of a legend as well. Played underage for Ireland, so doing a very good job with them. But he wasn't good enough for you to put him as a candidate in this awards. No. But yeah, doing very well as well.
And just on, it was interesting with the fan vote. Alan Sheehan came last on the Twitter poll, but then he picked up so many votes on Instagram. He took over by a lot. So it was interesting. He came last on. I think Jim Goodwin. Actually, Jim Goodwin won the Twitter one quite clear, but then he came like last in the Instagram one, so it was good. Good mix up. But Jim Goodwin obviously did a great job with Dundee United, getting them back into the European places, and he's done excellent. He's gone to Scotland in general, done well with St Mirren, and now he's doing very well with Dundee United, and actually has 3 Irish players in the squad, which is quite good. And hopefully you see Barnett maybe pick up a few Irish players now they're going into League 2 next season, as long as they're not taking them from the League of Ireland, taking them from other English clubs.
Yeah, and of course, Alan Sheehan, we've got to give him a fair. I mean, he's taken over Swansea. He was they brought him in as a caretaker manager, didn't they? And then he did quite well, so he brought him in a 3-year deal. So fair play to him. He's only 38 as well.
Yeah, he's done an excellent job from what they've gone to. He completely took them completely away from the relegation zone. So he's done a brilliant job, and he's probably one you could look at maybe as if he keeps going at this development rate, a future Ireland internet manager in the future, because there's nothing to say that he couldn't be with the way he's doing very well with Swansea.
And we do next year. I think we'll have a few different candidates as well if they keep their jobs. Horahan's now manager. Obviously, Noel Hunt's back in here this year as well. So, there's a few.
What Noel Hunt done with Reading was excellent. They only missed out in goal difference to Leyton Orient on the final day, and considering the financial situation and all the stuff you have to put up with at Reading, he done an absolutely brilliant job, and you'd no doubt that they'll bounce back next season under him with new owners as well at the club, which will be a big positive for him and what he wants to do with the team.
Just looking here, and Sheehan actually never made a senior appearance for the boys in green. He was playing around the sort of 2003 mark. So yeah, probably, and we had a plethora of talent back then. A lot of loan deals, but no, he's doing fantastically well as a coach. So fair play to him. No,
why no Damien Duff? Why didn't you put Damien Duff as a candidate in this?
League of Ireland awards are separate then.
Oh, okay. Sorry, just I thought Damien Duff.
Why no Robbie Keane? Won the league, didn't he?
I think it's a better achievement to do what them lads done than win the Hungarian league with Ferran Forest.
Who've won it like their 15th league title or something in a row? Something stupid.
I don't know if it's that many, but it's quite a few. And the lost cup final. Maybe if they won the double, maybe it might have given it Truman.
Could you imagine the social media? You did, Jesus. Robbie. No, I'm not saying anything. I don't want.
He's clearly doing a brilliant. In fairness, he's clearly doing a brilliant job. And hopefully he can continue to do that and get to the next level of managing. Because I know Ferran Forest won't be his long-term goal. Nothing against them, but he'd want to be managed at the highest possible level.
Fair.
And also, as his coach of the year, Paddy McCarthy for going head-to-head in the cup final. I think should get an honorary mention.
But he did win the cup final, which is...
No, I know, but going head-to-head with the coaching staff of Man City was very good.
Good stuff. Right, we got the final awards coming up. If you're still with us, fair play to you at home. That's commitment. No, we're having a bit of crack, I hope. Right, so we've gone for goal of the year. It should have been goal of the season. You know me and my graphics. Goal of the year, but it's goal of the season. Hold on, let me play the funky music.
Hopefully names are spelled right now, Martin.
Oh God, I wouldn't fucking count on it. It gets so cumbersome. Right, here we are. Goal of the year. Keeley against Oldham. Fuck you, Connor. This header with a knee. Dizzy against Gillingham. You have to use your imagination here, guys. You didn't vote for him, though. Kerry against Livingston. You really have to use your imagination there. And Mata against Fulham. That is a screamer, to be fair. Now, you're probably looking at that going, why didn't you use the video? Well, because it will get taken off YouTube. That is why. Let's have a look at what the fans thought. What did the fans think? I'll take you out with us. Sorry. And the fans...
No, they didn't. No, they didn't. The fans thought...
Keeley.
Josh Keeley.
Yeah. Well, you know what, Connor? Martin, I fucking thought this.
Yeah.
So, fuck you. You're Josh Keeley.
And I thought... Josh Keeley won. Go on, tell me why Rocco Vata scored the best goal.
Go on, Martin.
Yeah, I like this goal.
Because it was around the time. Any chance? Can you turn that stupid music off?
Now, no, I do. Like when you watch the video of this, and we'll obviously post it on the socials, which I'm sure we did as part of the whole the voting process. But when you hear it, because that's worth mentioning, I think you can hear the crowd go shoot, drives into midfield, and then the way the ball, you can hear it hit the back of the net. Fantastic goal.
Because the crowd shouted shoot, that's why it was the best goal. It's great logic. Go on, Martin, or Dave, you tell me why.
No, I just think, well, look, sorry, Connor, a bit older than you, but we want a player who gets the fans off their feet and not desperation stakes of the goalkeeper having to come up. I know what you're going to be all excited about Josh Keeley's goal because we kept him in the cup and it was this, and we have a big love in for Keeley, and hopefully he does do well over the weekend, and gets promotion. But for a naturally talented outfield player to do something that obviously got him noticed with Ireland and then got him a senior cap eventually. That's an exciting player who I want to see more of in the green of Ireland going forward. So that's what I want to see him doing. Gets people off their feet. That's why the fans engage, Connor. When a forward or midfielder goes into a shooting position, you want the crowd engaged, going, go on, shoot. And he actually did it. And then the sound hitting the back of the net. Fantastic.
Cool. Yeah.
All right.
Just a screamer. I love it. Yeah. I love those goals put in, bang, like a rocket. Gorgeous goal.
Didzy's goal was very, very skillful as well. I'll give him that.
That was just filthy.
Yeah.
And I know you two probably haven't seen Grim Carey's goal. Grim Carey's goal was absolutely outrageous. It was just a pile of ever. I think people just mightn't have seen it that well to know how good it was, but it was absolutely outrageous of a goal. In fairness, that man has. I'd say he's like Didsy. He has a lot of goal of the season nominees possibilities this season because he has a wonderful left foot on him.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
And Josh Keeley was a clear and obvious winner. A goalkeeper scoring a goal in the 99th minute to equalise an FA Cup to send extra time. I just googled there. What's the chances of a goalkeeper scoring? The bookies, the max odds they can offer is 1 in 1,000, and I don't think Rocco Vata to score from outside the box would have been anywhere near 1 in 1,001. So
Martin, bless him. He's never seen this before because he's only 12.
But imagine just what's more likely: a talented winger to score worldly, or a goalkeeper to score a 99th minute header like that.
Yeah, but you're excited about it because it's so rare. I mean,
yeah, it is. That's why it's the moment. The moment
goal of the season stuff, is it?
It's not. It is. He won Leighton Orient goal of the season, but you wouldn't say it was the best finish.
Schmeichel scored. What was the name of the guy?
Good few. Scored a few.
What was the name of the guy?
Rota Volgograd to keep Man United's unbeaten European record at that time at Old Trafford against Rota Volgograd. He got a goal in the last minute. He did it for Villa as well, I think, or City.
Jimmy Glass.
Jimmy Glass did it to keep the team up, didn't he? The last day of the league.
Football league, to keep him in the football league.
I mean,
much more important. So,
well, when Alisson scored that 95th minute winner for Liverpool, he got their goal this season. That's on a guarantee that header wasn't their best goal. It was obvious that Josh Keeley scored.
The meaning of it though, that's like
that take into account. It does have to come into account.
But yeah, but Tottenham's goal from the European Cup final yesterday, that it was a shite goal. They're not going to give that because it won in the cup.
Different when it's depends on the players that scores it. Well, that's their goal this season.
On your logic, that's their goal.
Why think all the fans?
Am I not right with this?
Why think the fans voted for Keeley?
I agree with you, Martin.
You score a cup-winning goal and that was the goal of the season.
It is the goal of the season.
The most. It might have meant something.
You'd have to take everything into account, and it is an unbelievable header as well at that. So you can stick that in your pipe and smoke it. But there's a reason me and the fans click and have a bond, and you don't, because just don't listen to them. You don't listen to them.
You probably set up like about 4 or how many votes was it? Corner accounts. You and Bill.
No, Bill. I seen Bill voted for Rocco Vata.
Good on you, Bill.
Yeah, come on, Bill. Bill knows his stuff.
You know what? Actually, tell you what, Bill, because you still head over to Irish Football blog,
IFB Media.
Media. Don't bother the rep tracker nonsense. Hasn't got a fucking clue.
Okay, so I just go what's the reality in life. It's he scored the best goal. It was the most important goal. I think Didsy scored the second best goal. Because that was just pure filth. That
clearly didn't. Vata clearly scored the best goal because Martin and I voted for it, and that's why we voted for it, because it was the best goal. So simple as that. There you go. Right. What do you think of this? The awards. We will have probably another one of these, I'm sure, at some stage. Probably.
And the 20.
Well, we are going to do our Ireland team of the season, aren't we?
That'll be
as
next. Our team of the season, Irish abroad team of the season will be done next week. Hopefully it won't be a 40-minute video.
Well, I mean, it's always going to happen, lads. You know, it's nearly 1 o'clock in the morning,
and the spelling might be.
I was rushing.
If someone's listening to Spotify or Apple or Sound, but it's our YouTube viewers who are going to be very
forget about the YouTube. Make sure you're listening to this podcast. Listen to this one, okay?
There's only 30 seconds left, but just go to Spotify for the last 30 seconds.
Do Davey a solid here. Go on. Anyway, right, we're going to leave it there. Thank you, chaps, and thank you guys for watching at home and listening. God help you.
And for voting. And for voting.
Yeah.
You weren't gonna. You were forgotten that. You had forgotten that, Dave. You don't ever thank the Raw faithful enough, I don't think.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, he doesn't. And if there's any other videos like this you want us to record, end the season sort of things, as long with the team in the season, if you want that in a similar video with it, make sure you put it in the comments or send us a message. Maybe don't send Dave a message because he doesn't open his Facebook Messenger or something like that. But, the rest of us, we all look at our DMs. But I hope.
Well, no, that's my personal one. I don't offer, but I love the Raw faithful.
Yeah. So if there's anything else you want us to record and something like this, or like Martin will probably want to do top 5 worst players because he's so negative of the season.
Top 5 COD moments. You'd only manage 2.
Picking the ball up from the back of the net after going 6-0 down.
Oh God! Anyway, on that bombshell, we're going to leave it there, guys. Thank you very much at home for watching and listening. If you haven't already, please do like the video. Please do subscribe to the YouTube channel. We are trying to grow. We got loads of stuff coming your way. We got an interview. We actually have David Ford. We're going to have him live if you're in the London area on the 20th of June. Yep. We will be live. We will be there at the Claddagh Ring. Martin, tell us a bit more about that.
Yeah, so we're in the Claddagh Ring in Hendon, 7 o'clock on Friday, the 20th of June. Live Q&A interview on stage with David Ford, former Ireland goalkeeper, obviously part of the 2012 campaign where we were in Poland. Backup goalkeeper there, wasn't he? And it'll be very interesting to hear from him because he's got some fantastic views and kind of life kind of stories, really kind of fascinating, I think. You know, very involved with the Kenny squad as well as a bit of a mentor to some of the lads from a psychological perspective. So it'd be interesting to see about that. And, in 2016, let's not forget his key role in playing for Ireland in that qualification campaign as well. And then narrowly missed out on being part of that 2016 squad. So, yeah, fascinating story that he's going to be sharing with us. And he'll be signing copies of his book as well, Being the One. It's in association with Risk London, of course, where I'm a club chairman. So, fantastic night ahead. You can order tickets. We'll put up on the social media platform as well of how you can order tickets. It's £30. Come to the Q&A, get a copy of the book as well. So that's really good value. And there's going to be food available as well at the Claddagh Ring as well. So good night ahead. Do support that and come and meet the Raw faithful and your good self, Dave, and Connor, of course.
Nah, just us. Bit after that. But if you want to meet the man, if you want to buy his book, £30, book and food included. The food won't be in the book, we hope. Unless Martin has an accident.
I know, but you get a photo opportunity as well, because he's a great lad. I've had a few chats.
Lovely chap.
And yeah, it'll be a great night.
Get a photo with you, Martin.
Sorry, will he want a photo? You can have a photo with me as well if you want.
No,
I'll wear the Raw Faithful shirt as well. So yeah, we'll have some merchandise available as well, and yeah, we'll have a good crack.
It's gonna be fantastic night. 20th of June. Head down to the Claddagh, right? And we're gonna head out of here. We will be live on Sunday. Connor and myself will be the final live one of the domestic. Oh no, better not say it. The English domestic season, because remember we said that before, Martin. That brought in a whole load of shit. We'll find out who will be promoted into the Premier League, League One, and Championship. Yeah, I missed out one, didn't I? I can't count tonight. But that is all going to be coming up on Sunday. We've got 2 Irish lads in. We've got a few Irish actually involved.
I think John Patrick's in a cup final.
John Patrick's in the cup final, yeah.
I know they have their second leg of their playoff to play as well. So hopefully they don't get relegated and win the cup or something stupid like that.
Wigan did that, didn't they? No,
Yeah,
Birmingham did.
no.
Birmingham did that.
Yeah, they did it with the League Cup, and Wigan done it with the FA Cup. Ben Watson scored.
So hopefully he doesn't do that.
The fake with Femi Martins, didn't he score in that League Cup final?
Yeah. Anyway, so that is it. And of course we'll have more information about the upcoming international window. We're going to be there. We're going to be doing our thing there as well, and hopefully we'll get to see you guys. Anyway, we're going to be out of here. Thank you very much for watching. Laz, thank you for watching, or thank you for participating. I suppose Connor's getting all leapy. Look at him there. He's getting all tired. Someone's going to read him a bedtime story and tuck him in. Anyway, this is Lansdowne ROAR, the ROAR Awards. I'm David Dunn. He's Conor McQuaid. That's Martin Prendergast. This is Brady Bunch. Come on, you boys in green. All that good stuff. We'll see you on the next one. God bless.